Good lord, good lord, good lord. So it's been 7 months since I've uploaded part 12 of my walkthrough of this game. This is part 13. Um, yeah. Let's let's not talk about my lack or my lack of ability to upload consistently, especially on this channel. My other channel I haven't done too poorly on. I shouldn't say that. Just a couple weeks ago I stopped uploading on that channel as well, but I did upload twice daily on that channel for like 3 or 4 weeks straight. So I guess I kind of got burnt out, or just I don't know. I just wasn't. Nothing was happening really. Like I was averaging 0 to 1 views per video, and I was uploading twice daily for 3 to 4 weeks, and just it becomes unmotivating after a while, I should say. But I'm back. I'm gonna try my best to finish this walkthrough, because there's no reason for me not to, if you really think about it.
Let's find out which one.
But a lot has happened since I last uploaded in the 7 months. First of all, I don't really know what to talk about first. You know, gosh, there's so much that has happened. Yeah, sure.
Excuse me, are you Dr. Delaney? Oh no, smoke. Whatever will I do?
I kind of wish that I had a... I wish that I had a list of things that have happened in the past 7 months since I've quit uploading. I guess first thing that happened is I got a job. Not, this is more of a hobby for me, is doing Spider-Man related stuff on here and on Twitter. But I actually, because you know, I don't get paid for this. But I did get a job. I worked at my local movie theater for a while, part-time. I guess this is more personal stuff. You know, I got a job. I graduated high school. I'll be heading off to college here in a month and a half, which is cool. You know, the coronavirus happened, took over the entire world. I guess that's something to talk about. What else happened? Lots of protests, lots of riots. That's more of a sensitive matter, so I'm not gonna try to talk about that too much. Overall, it's a messy situation. There's lots of wrongs going on with everything, honestly, with the way the government's handling it, with the way we're handling it. You know, the peaceful protesters, they're great. You know, that's our constitutional right. That's an okay thing to do. You know, and it's a good thing to do, because our voice needs to be heard, and we need to stand up for what's right. But it's also, it's not like, it doesn't, we don't seem to be getting listened to, part of us. And that's maybe because there are the violent protesters who are trying to get the message across in the wrong way. And you know, I understand, because peaceful protesters don't seem to be getting listened to, and that causes people to outbreak and go, you know, to try to take measures further and to almost like take it too far. But again, there's just it's mess. There's so many wrongs going on. It's really, I don't know. I'm not an expert on the situation. I'm not an expert on the situation. I can't give great advice. I can't give great feedback to what's going on because it's just so messed up in so many ways. First of all, what happened, what caused the protest to start in the first place was messed up, was wrong, and you know, obviously nothing came of it. You know, they weren't,
Everybody okay?
to my knowledge, they weren't
Good.
prosecuted the way they should have
happy
been.
Halloween?
They just kind of got a free pass for what they did, which is wrong. But
How about some mood lighting?
it's difficult. It's a tough situation. It's just it's very difficult to talk about. It's very difficult to really process everything that's going on. But again, I know I said I wasn't going to try to go too far into it because I don't have the proper knowledge, I don't have the proper understanding of everything that's going on. I just know that there was a lot of wrong with it. Yeah. But and I know that racism is wrong. It's not okay. It should not be tolerated at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to get off that topic because before making a fool of myself and saying something that's not helpful, not knowledgeable, I just need to educate myself more on the situation before I go further into it. So anyways, that's what's going on. On a lighter note, the PS5
Who are you?
got announced, and a new Spider-Man game by Insomniac, and Spider-Man Miles Morales got announced, which is awesome because first of all, they knocked it out of the park with this game, and you know I'm clearly rusty. Maybe that's because I'm talking a lot, but I'm very rusty. But that's okay because Miles Morales is going to come out later this holiday season, and it's going to be. I know they're going to do a great job. I've only seen like the minute and a half teaser trailer got released. I know they're going to do a great job with it. I might make a more in-depth video about it, talk more about my thoughts with it. But
Thank you.
yes, Miles Morales is coming, and it's gonna be awesome. And what else? Go ahead and try to not get too deep into a monologue during this fight. I'm gonna try to focus a little more so I don't get absolutely dookie on like I have been the last couple fights. Try to get my bearings for this game again so I understand it a little more. If you're watching this video and you like me for my more, you know, casual gameplay style, you know, I just talk about video games, I talk about Spider-Man, I talk about you know, superheroes just in general. I'm sorry that, you know, I spent the first part of this video bringing political and world problems in it, but it's hard not to talk about, especially when I was bringing up the topic of what's been going on in the past 7 months. It's, you know, it's difficult not to talk about something that major, something that big. But you know, I'm not educated enough, I'm not wise enough in the ways of politics, just government stuff in general, world issues, world problems. I'm not, you know, that's something I need to be more thoughtful of, especially now that, you know, I'm an adult. I need to start making decisions for myself. I need to start paying attention to what's going on in the world. I need to make opinions for myself. That way I can contribute better to society, I guess, as an adult member of it. But again, I'm gonna move on because I know that I can't contribute enough to the discussion right now to make a valid point that I'm trying to make. So,
That guy
again, apologies if you're not, if you don't want to hear about, if you don't want to, you know, if you're watching my videos for more of the Spider-Man gameplay, more of this
Believe me.
Spider-Man talk, and you're like, oh, and there he goes going on about, I'm sorry, but, you know, stuff has to be said every once in a while. Especially now in the heat of the moment, the thick of it, more to say. When it's really the big topic of conversation among everybody and among our entire nation, and even outside of our nation. But again,
Yuri, I need your help.
that's the last I have to say about it,
Yeah, that's me.
for now at
Explain
least.
later.
I'm
But
gonna
right now, you need to find a
move
Dr.
on.
Morgan Michaels.
And I know I've said that 4
Martin
times now, or 4 or 5 times. Probably like, shut up already, but anyways.
Spider-Man, who is this Dr. Michaels?
I think he's the head scientist on this Devil's Breath project. Did you find him?
Yes and no. Sable says they have him under protection at a safe house somewhere in the city, but they won't tell me where.
I thought you guys were working together.
So did I.
Okay, I have an idea on how to find him. I'll let you know if it works.
In other news, the Batman movie. If you didn't know, I'm not just
Hey, did you find Dr. Delaney at the party?
Yeah,
just a
but
Spider-Man solo guy. You know, I do enjoy other pieces of media. I do enjoy
We corrupted him and
other
made him kill
superheroes, even outside of the MCU, or not just Marvel.
He will. Before
Gosh dang
Delaney
it! I
died,
said
he gave Lee a
the
name.
MCU instead of Marvel.
Morgan Michaels. Who is he?
Spider-Man
Not
is my
sure,
all-time favorite,
but I bet
of
he works
course,
on the Devil's Breath project.
but
If you learned anything from that
also
Devil's Breath
really
file,
enjoy Batman-related media. That's another thing that happened within the 7 months. I did actually go out. I bought the Blu-ray box set of
with Devil's Breath?
Batman the Animated Series,
Sure as we think it is,
and
I can see why.
I watched the entire thing
It's not in the file.
in less than a month.
Destroy all records of it. All
I binged that thing, and it's just as great as I remember it from my childhood.
No Fisk?
Amazing, but also,
Blackmail material on the mayor.
DC Fandom going down in August.
I doubt he can
Hopefully,
tell you anything.
hoping for the Batman trailer for the new movie coming out next year. Fingers crossed for that. But also the new Batman game. I think it got leaked or something. It's going to be called Batman Gotham Knights or something like that. Maybe not. Maybe that's just a placeholder. But again, Batman game, we haven't had one in over half a decade. And you know, Batman Arkham is really what got me into superhero games. You know, I obviously played the older Spider-Man PS2 games and stuff like that growing up. But what
They're the network cables.
I guess really what maintained my love for superhero video games would have, I'd have to credit that to the Batman Arkham games. Especially when I got my first Xbox 360, one of the first games. I didn't get it, I rented it and I played it, was Batman Arkham City. One of my favorite games just in general.
Just when I thought it would be easy.
And sometimes I even debate whether I like it better than this game. I think I'd have to give this game the cake, say this is my favorite, but Batman Arkham City definitely is really near and dear to my heart, because I really love that game. And yeah, I've completed it, who knows, definitely not as many times as this game, but I've completed it a good amount of times.
Everybody's got drones these days.
I think my first playthrough of it was probably my favorite when I first rented it all the way back, and good lord, probably when it first came out, or maybe like even a year after it first came out. Oh, I almost got spotted there. Sorry.
Okay, just 2 more
But
modules.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully a new announcement. Hopefully an announcement of a new Batman game. But I'd have to say I'd be more excited for the movie, because we've got concrete evidence of that. We've already had leaks and stuff, the Batmobile, of the suit,
Hi, MJ.
of
Busy right now.
I'll be quick. Listen, I got a lead on Charles Standish's location. I think if I can get you, I can make it talk.
a little bit of snippet of the score. We got the cast for
Okay.
all the villains, not all of the villains. Who knows?
Crazy. Gotta find that last module.
Who knows how many villains are gonna truly be in the game?
There's the last one.
But I'm looking forward. If out of all the villains that have been announced, I'm looking forward to
Get
seeing.
into Norman's office and hopefully find out more about Morgan Michaels and Devil's Breath.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Riddler and Penguin, because we've seen those live action back with the older Batman movies, but again, those were a little bit more cheesy, a little more goofy, which is nothing wrong, but it'd be nice to see a more seriously toned
Wait, is Norman talking to
more
Wilson
seriously
Fisk?
toned Batman movie with a more serious
Statue from the old
Riddler and
trials.
Penguin adaptation.
Talking about that file MJ found. Jackpot.
So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how those characters are handled, especially with the writers. I heard the writers of the movie are
Dr. Morgan Michaels is the chief scientist.
pretty big fans of Batman the Animated Series and Batman the Arkham games, which are my personal favorite adaptations of the character. I also really love the Nolan movies. Christopher Nolan is personally my favorite film director of all time, and his Batman trilogy is, was another pretty big part of my I want to say early childhood, but my
GR27 is Devil's Breath.
mid childhood, I should say. I don't know.
Its current form, it's like a
The
highway.
first one came out when I was about 3 or 4.
Them at all times. That's
The
why
second
he
one came
wants
out when I was about The Dark Knight, my favorite, one of my favorite movies of all time, just in general, definitely top 5. Came out around when I was 6, 7-ish, and then Rises came out. I remember when Rises came out in theaters. I remember watching a movie and seeing the reveal trailer for Rises, and that was definitely cool. But anyways, yeah, lots have been going on.
Hey, Pete. What's up?
MJ, get
After this phone call, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this. It feels a little good to come back. I know it's been a long time, and I know there's too much to discuss just in this one part. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I'm gonna try to
Charles Standish is being
produce some more videos, get some more content out. Also keep the conversation a little more casual.
Reach it.
I know today could have been, it's definitely it's a more serious topic for sure, and that's another reason I want to try to keep my videos a little more casual. That way I don't have to constantly be nervous and worry about saying something wrong, or just saying something uneducated. You know, I want to be knowledgeable about what I say, especially with the most serious topic in the U.S. right now. Hands down, everything else nowhere close to as serious as this. I guess COVID could compete, but it's definitely not as big, and that's for sure. That's no doubt. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video. Sorry it took a little more serious tone in the first half. I hope my talking about Spider-Man and Batman in the last half kind of made up for that. If not, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry if I said anything insensitive. I really hope I didn't. I don't think I did, but again, I gotta be careful about what I say. Not that, you know, I have a wrong opinion about, I definitely don't agree with what happened. I definitely don't agree with racism in general. I don't agree with how, you know, how, you know, how the situation was handled by the police and everything, but again, I need to be more knowledgeable about the situation before I dig myself too deep into a conversation about it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this. I'm gonna try to be back for more. I'm gonna try to bring some more info about Miles Morales and the Batman stuff going on. But anyways, thanks for tuning in if you did, and yeah, I'll see you next time.